Hey, y'all. Happy Sunday. It's good to see all of you. Welcome in. Excuse me. Still fighting a cold. But I am here, ready to go. My coffee today is from Hyman's. This is one of our favorite restaurants down in Charleston. Been there several times, and I tend to buy a mug from places because I always need a new coffee mug. Okay, who is with us today? Bruce is around. What's up, Bruce? There is Arrow. Hi, Arrow. Steven is here, and there's Paul and Ray. Wonderful. Friends, there's KB. Good to have you here. I hope you're doing well. There is Sound of White Noise and Johan. And all right, Janine is here and Donald. All right. Megan is around. She is... well, okay, hang on a second. Ray says, what mug could you need besides the Doug mug? Well, after I use the Doug mug, it needs to be cleaned. And so we have a stable of clean ones that come behind, and then we wash them. And so I tend to collect mugs, so they're fun. Excellent. Steven's from Sheffield. Good to see y'all. All right, friends. It's weird. I was gonna say, Megan has been out and she is running errands and she hopes to be back. She may pop in on her phone on the way back, but that is where she is. She's doing good stuff, and I am holding down the fort here. It's weird. It's Thanksgiving week. By the time I get to the end of Thanksgiving weekend, I always feel like, what day is it? It's kind of like the week after Christmas, where a couple of days kind of string together. Is it the 27th or 28th or 29th? I have no idea. But today we are on the 26th, and we're starting off a new week. It is the last week of November, and it's hard to believe that we got here, but we only got... 5 weeks-ish left of the year, and I'm hoping for good things next year. I'm hoping for good things. 2023 has been a lovely year for us, though. A lot of work, a lot of good music, and a lot of good company and community. So thank you all for being a part of things. It's great to have you here. Andrew is saying hi. And let's see, there's Heidi. Hello, Heidi. And Andres is saying, up the irons. Rock and roll, y'all. Okay. Terry is saying, what's next for me to review? I will tell you. But first, I will tell you what we were up to this past week, just to remind us all of where we came from. Hey, Max. Thanks for checking in. Good to see you. We started off with Emerson, Lake and Palmer, their debut album, Side 2. Do I still have it around here? I do. Ow. I do. It's back here. ELP, their debut album. We listened to Side 2 with the Three Fates and Tank and Lucky Man. And I've got the Lucky Man lyrics up here on the wall. So it was great to get back to some more Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Here after a little bit of time. That was great. We did a behind the score that featured some discussion of the minor scale and... Hey, Brandon. Wonderful. Hang on just a second. On that behind the score, we also talked about embellishing tones, and I love that lecture. It's a great lecture. It unlocks a lot of things for us musically as we talk about it. Tennessee Whiskey we did, the George Jones version and the Chris Stapleton version. I took Thanksgiving Day off, and then on Friday we took a look at Side 2, the black side of Queen 2, and we celebrated Freddie Mercury as it was the anniversary of Freddie's death. Brandon has sent us a super chat. Thank you, Brandon. And he is suggesting Iced Earth, the Glorious Burden Gettysburg Trilogy. That is going right in my notes. Right in my notes. Can I do that? Iced Earth. I don't know them. The Glorious Burden. Can I do a reaction? All right. Okay. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate the super chats. We don't really do pay to play here, but I will put it on my notes for me to look at. For sure, the Glorious Burden Gettysburg Trilogy, and this is from Brandon C. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I will take a look into that one. I'm not going to do it this week, friends. Hey Janine, yeah, I love the Chris Stapleton version of Tennessee Whiskey, and then Queen too. It was great to hear some Queen and a bunch of songs from Freddie. I had only heard the March of the Black Queen before all of those, so Seven Seas of Rye and Nevermore, just wonderful music on that side of that album from Queen. I also went to the Princeton Record Exchange yesterday. If you took a look at my social media, I was needing. These are all albums that I'm familiar with, but I don't have them on vinyl. So I picked up a new copy of Boston's debut album, and we have reviewed that here on the channel. And just wanted to have it because I love this music. I absolutely love it. And who couldn't not love Crosby, Stills and Nash, their debut album? And this one is on the special audiophile heavyweight vinyl. And I'm excited to join in and sing along with one of the best trios in folk rock history, right? And then, of course, my favorite, Jackson Browne is my favorite. And I don't have Running on Empty in my possession until now. So, awesome. Isn't this cool? Running on Empty. Yeah, this has Running on Empty and The Road and Rosie and Love Needs a Heart is on here, and The Loadout and Stay. Nothing but time. Come on. It's a great album. So that was me just kind of stocking our stash, our collection, to make sure that we have those great albums in our collection. Wonderful. Thank you, Dan. I love that one too. Yeah, a CSN. There's nothing better, right? Right. Just looking through your chats here. Good to know, Bruce. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. I will take a look at that as I look in to Iced Earth. Excellent. Should I be... Dan is asking, how about a Yanni reaction? You know, it's been years since I listened to anything by Yanni. I remember coming of age in the 90s when that sort of new age style music in Yanni was kind of coming on the scene. I remember seeing some of his stuff back in the day, and I don't have a bad thing to say about it. It's just been a long time since I've listened to anything from Yanni, so if he's got anything new, I'd love to take a look at it. Gal, I am sure that we will be looking at more from Queen and Sheer Heart Attack and Day at the Races. I know that I've done maybe a little bit from them, but not the whole album, so thank you for that. Let's see. What's up, Brian? Tursk is with us, and there's Pam. Hello. Excellent. Pam, you didn't see what I got. Got some Jackson Browne. That's good. Running on Empty. Original Crosby, Stills, Nash. And original Boston. I'm going to go to space in the spaceship. I do believe. Looking forward to popping these open and listening to a little tunes this afternoon, because Megan and I are going to be looking to move our furniture around today and get the tree out. It is Thanksgiving weekend, and we're going to try to get the tree up, at least the tree up today before we hit December. And yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, as you saw my Facebook, awesome. So let's talk about what we got coming up this week. We got a lot to get to, and we've made some decisions, and I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with it, y'all. So, oh, that's right, Ray. We do have a music club happening this afternoon. I think that's at 2 o'clock, right? So at the top of the next hour. Awesome. I think I'll be there. I'll do what I can to be along with you guys this time. So tomorrow, we got switched up a bit last week on Monday because it was supposed to be Metal Monday, but I had a block on our Emerson, Lake and Palmer, so I switched the Iron Maiden Monday to a Maiden Friday, an ELP to an ELP Monday. And so on Monday we had Emerson, Lake and Palmer, which isn't our normal Monday fare, but it was great music nonetheless, right? So I'm getting back to metal Monday, and I'm gonna do some Slayer, y'all. We're listening to music by Slayer, and it's not just Slayer because there's a cover of it that's a holiday song. This is real Slayer, and I'm taking a look at Raining Blood, y'all. I recorded the episode yesterday. It doesn't have a block on it. It's ready to go. And so we're going to talk about Raining Blood on, on Monday tomorrow. So come on now. Slayer's made it back to the channel. So yeah, we're gonna have a true metal Monday, friends. I'm pumped to share it with you. I survived, y'all. I survived the double kick, the everything. It's gonna be okay. Steven says Ice-T does a cover of Raining Blood. Well, yeah. Arrow, my neck's okay. I'm a little out of shape for the headbanging that was involved. But yeah, I made sure I did my stretches beforehand. I learned from you. Make sure if I'm gonna be exercising and doing some stuff, I got to make sure that I am limbered up to make sure that I don't hurt myself as we do that. So that's Slayer. I'm going to be, so I don't think that the next EPL, Extended Play Lounge, for our Patreon is going to be ready to go by Tuesday. We won't have a fan favorites at the end of this month because it's going to come a little bit later when we get all the way done with the 12 songs of Dougmas. That's our next fan favorites. So I'm going to be working ahead on Tuesday and making sure that I have things coming up for the busy month of December already done so that I can get to everything. But on Wednesday, I'm going to get back to more music from Rush. I wanted to make sure that I did a little bit from Rush before the end of the year. And I'm doing something a little different this time. People have asked me about Neil and Neil's drum solo. There's a couple different versions of this where Neil has composed these big epic drum solos. And I think I've got the one that came in from our Patreon is the one from 2004. That's it. Dan is saying 2004 Frankfurt. I love Neil. I love Neil as a lyricist. He's my favorite prog rock lyricist. Trivia, by the way, Neil Peart. But he also occasionally plays the drums, y'all. And so I'm going to see what happens with this drum thing. I'll add value as I can. As you know, I'm not a percussionist. I'm not a drummer. I've never been, schooled on exactly how to play a kit. But I know rhythm, I know meter, I know form, and I'll have a great time seeing what Neil came up with and what he played. And so we're going to take a look at a Neil Peart, a classic Neil Peart drum solo. Arrow is right. I do play a mean air drum. You never know where the drums are going to be when I'm hitting them because they're just wherever I need them to be. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. Yeah, so, hey, Dragon, it's snowing in Michigan. You got a snowy November. Wonderful. Excellent. Yeah, so, Ditchabirder says, Neil solos make non-drummers love them. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a good time on Wednesday with Neil's solo. On Thursday, no, Ray, I'm not doing a behind the score this week. I'm kind of taking the week off to get ready to do some more things. So I don't have a behind the score coming up this week. Let's see. Thursday, I'm going back to some more Japanese, Asian style stuff. There's an anime or a Japanese manga. I got to look more into it, but it's called Chainsaw Man. And just hearing the word Chainsaw Man, it made me interested to take a look more into it. Megan has heard a little bit, and we're going to do something called Kickback. It's from, I think, the original soundtrack to this anime or manga series, and we're kind of continuing on, and I'm just spreading tentacles into gaming and to anime and soundtracks and other sorts of things like that. And so far, I'm enjoying it because it really is music that I don't know like where it comes from and the traditions where it comes from. So it's brand new for me, and I absolutely love listening to that stuff. So we're gonna do Chainsaw Man Kickback on on Thursday. What are y'all talking about in the chat? You're just talking about the weather. That's fine. KB, I've done the Scorpions, I think once, maybe twice, and I think I did a more recent offering from them. But you remind me, some classic Scorpions would be good to get into. Yeah, so thank you for the reminder. Okay, Ray, thank you for the suggestion. Ray is making sure that I don't hurt myself when I talk about anime. The anime stuff is what we have going on in our music club today, right? The one that's here at the top of the hour. I think that's right. I will be entertained by that as well. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Terry, we've done a little bit of baby metal. I'll get back to them as I am able. Friends. Ooh, Dirk is talking about some Bruce Dickinson solo, for sure. Because the last time we've done Iron Maiden, it's been their early stuff, which Bruce did not sing on, right? We did the original studio recordings from their very first album, most recently. And yeah, Bruce wasn't on that one. And I really enjoyed those albums, or that album specifically. We'll get to Killers next, I think, Iron Maiden fans. So I just need to tell you about Friday, and it's going to be a good one because it's Pink Floyd. Music by Pink Floyd. I have been asked to take a look at Goodbye Blue Sky, and that's one that comes from The Wall, right? And so I'm going to be going back and taking a look at my reaction when I did all of The Wall for my Patreon and remember what I said. And then I'm going to listen to it again and see if I can give any more feedback now that I've known the piece a little bit. And so we'll do a new intro and outro, and I think I'll share my my original reaction to that I did for Patreon as the main guts of the video. But that's what we got, friends. It's going to be an interesting week. Slayer, Raining Blood, some Neil Peart on the drums, Chainsaw Man from an anime tradition, and some Pink Floyd. Yeah. Ray says that Chainsaw Man is an anime and a manga. Started as a manga and was adapted into an anime. It's a pretty common course of events. Cool. I haven't done a whole lot of reading in for it yet, so I really didn't know what I was talking about. So that's good. Thank you, Guitar Channel, for reminding me. His name is Paul Diano. Paul is the singer on the early Iron Maiden recordings, and he did great. I enjoyed his sound. Luis, Slayer for Monday. I'm doing the not the live version. I am doing the original studio recording of that one. So, yeah, take a look for that. Yeah, Dan, we got some Rush, we got some Pink Floyd, and we've got a couple of things off the beaten path a little bit. So it's going to be a lovely week. Guitar Channel, yeah, I have, I believe, a recording, an LP of Anthony Phillips that I received. I haven't listened to it yet, but I am looking forward to that when I get a chance. Leffe, sorry, no ABBA this week. Darn it. We'll see if we can get some in here before too long. Yeah, Heidi says you can never go wrong with ABBA. They're great whether you're coming or going. Good stuff. So let me remind us, since I've been kind of talking through everything, Slayer, Raining Blood on Monday. It'll be Neil Peart, a drum solo from 2004 on Wednesday. Chainsaw Man and the song from that OST called Kickback. and then Goodbye Blue Sky from Pink Floyd. Wonderful. Ooh, William, good call. Stanley Clarke, great musician. He is. I've heard a little bit of his stuff as well. Wonderful. So that's what we got, friends. Yeah, Rar Minsky Slayer. I was quite taken. I recorded the episode yesterday, and it's got quite an extended intro of rain, and it's got an outro of rain, and it's raining blood on us. And I made it through. I made it through. Even though they had double kick. I'm still losing my voice, friends. I can't talk for very long now. This has been really slow to leave, the sickness that I've had this month. And as I talk and I talk, it gets a little raspy down in there, right? So I'm doing my best here for everybody. What else you got? Any other questions before I leave? Dan says that ABBA would be good for New Year's Eve. We always listen to ABBA on New Year's Eve. We listen to ABBA all the time. We've got some ABBA on vinyl. I don't know if I have it out anywhere. It's the great gold discs, by the way. It's actually one of the only greatest hits that we've got on a vinyl. We normally go for original like recordings. Thank you, Ray. The Doug calendar is updated. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah. No, I didn't, Ray. I had no idea what you were talking about, but I trust you. I trust you when it comes to that. Steven says, I need some vocal zones. It's what a lot of DJs use for long programs. Yeah, I'm just out of practice. I used to like lecture hours a day and just be up and talking and talking and talking. That's why I can kind of talk and do this and hold court. I'm accustomed to it, but I'm just a little bit out of practice, and I have been getting over a cold. So, yeah, excellent. Russ, you're fine. Thanks for coming. Russ says, I am out of focus. I'm sorry. We're doing the best we can. This is this little live stream I'm just doing on my phone, so the quality may not be the best. I don't have my good microphone with me. My good microphone is right here, but it's not turned on because I'm just doing this one through my phone. Yeah, right. We got a council hangout. Is that? Oh, that I do need to say that the council hangout is on Saturday, Saturday the 2nd. We will meet again, my friends. We're gonna meet on the 2nd. Perfect. Yeah, let's do that. Put it in the calendar, and we'll see if we can get a lot of our friends there. We are thinking about updating some of the ways that we do our Council of Doug's hangouts, and I'm excited for what we've got coming up in the new year. We're not going to change just yet, but I'm excited for some new wrinkles and some new options that we'll have coming. So stay tuned for all of that, friends. Let's see, Sound of White Noise. There is an entire CD of metal covers of ABBA songs. He listens to it occasionally. Who is involved in that? Some metal ABBA covers? I think ABBA would be, ABBA songs would make great prog songs if they were just mixed and performed a little bit differently. They lend themselves quite well, even though they're pop, I think, to some prog, because those guys knew what they were doing. They're real songwriters, and they've got key changes and all sorts of great hooks in all of their songs. Let's see. Bill says Steppenwolf Monster is a great track. Steppenwolf. I don't think I've done any Steppenwolf on the channel. Excellent. I think I'm all done, friends, unless you have any other questions. This is okay to be quick, because I can get some lunch and I can be ready for our music club over on our Discord, our Daily Doug Discord at the top of the hour. Here's what I will say. We talk about the Patreon all the time. In case you are not a member and you would like to become one or want to know what we do, we have 3 main levels of membership. The top level is just a basic, you get into the club, right? You can vote in the polls, you can participate on our Discord, but you can't watch any of the videos. It's just an introductory level. The main level is just $5 a month, and that gets you access to all of our library of recorded videos. We've got hours upon hours upon hours, like more than 4 dozen. Full album reactions. We've got fan favorites, which are voted on genre-specific countdowns. We've got lots of behind the score, which includes analysis with score, or I'm teaching music fundamentals. And then you can go up to the Council of Doug's level, which is the group that we hang out with a couple of times a month. You get all the other perks, but you get some FaceTime, and we really develop close friendships in this group. And we talk a lot about what's coming up on the calendar, and I get some good suggestions for things that are coming up as well. And we just have a wonderful community. Friends, there is also, if you see sometimes our wall of Doug's, which is the outro for our Friday videos, those people that are in that tier, it's $50 per month. But these are people that are wanting to be very supportive and help underwrite what we do. And we've got a handful of folks that are in that tier as well. And we're very thankful for all of the support. We do have a slightly different focus on Patreon. The YouTube stuff tends to be more music that has a more general, broad appeal. And then on Patreon is where we tend to drill down into the specifics and niches and genres of all the stuff that we really, really want to listen to, and that really individually thrill us. And so we have a slightly different bent to what we do on Patreon. But all inclusive, it makes everything great, because we can have a little bit of the more genre specific stuff over on Patreon and some of the more mass marketed stuff on YouTube, and it allows me to reach a broad audience and cover a lot of different styles of music, and it's great. Ray says, tell them some of the great EPLs they can hear. Well, why don't I go to do that? I'm going to go to Patreon, I can spell it, .com/Doug Helvering. There I go. And I'm going to go into my collections. This is new, y'all. If y'all haven't seen this yet, go into collections. I've got our Behind the Score, our Extended Play Lounge, and our fan favorites all now in collections. And so I've got the Extended Play Lounges sorted from the newest to the oldest. But we've got the Moody Blues, Steven Wilson, The Raven That Refused to Sing, Pink Floyd Live at Pompeii, the Yes album. These are just recent ones. Jethro Tull, A Passion Play, Alice in Chains, Dirt. There's the Beach Boys, Pet Sounds. We did The Great Adventure by the Neil Morse Band. A Night at the Opera from Queen. Selling England by the Pound from Genesis. Return to Forever with Romantic Warrior. The Snow Goose from Camel. Look at all of these great albums. Physical Graffiti from Led Zeppelin. Point of No Return from Kansas. Here's some Porcupine Tree, Fear of a Blank Planet. Rick Wakeman's Criminal Record. Dreamboat Annie. King Crimson, Lark's Tongues and Aspic. A bunch of people ask for King Crimson. This is where my King Crimson stuff all resides. We did What's Going On Live from Marvin Gaye, and Bitches Brew by Miles Davis back during Black History Month. Yeah, it's great stuff, but those collections are where you can quickly scroll and see which ones you want to take a look at. Thank you for reminding me to do that, y'all. Excellent. I think, thank you, Bill. Yeah, we're doing one big fan favorites video for November and December. The main reason why I'm doing it that way is so that the week after Christmas, but the week between Christmas and New Year's, I'm not thinking about doing a fan favorites video. I'm thinking about resting and taking some time off. So I'm going to do basically a double episode. We're doing 12 songs, and these are all going to be special suggestions from our friends on the Patreon as to what reaction or what song would be like getting a great gift from me on Christmas morning? Like, what reaction in your stocking would really make you happy? So it's like kind of everybody's, boy, I wish you'd do this song. That's what we're talking about, and it's going to be fun. I think the first round of voting and upvoting, that's coming to a close pretty quick, isn't it? I can't remember anymore. I just wake up each day and see what I'm up to. I'm gonna check that date. I'm on the Discord and I'm gonna go to fan favorites and I'm gonna scroll to the bottom where our dates are. Let's see. Submissions end this coming Tuesday, y'all. So there's still time to go in and submit a song for this countdown and to vote on other ones that you would like to see. So yeah, this Discord submissions end at the end of the day on Tuesday. Wonderful. Okay, we got that. Russ, it's via our Patreon. So if you become a patron, then you can also get connected to our Discord, and that's where we do the most of our interaction, our social stuff. I post all of the videos and all of the recorded content on the Patreon, but the Discord just has more tools for us to make it a true interactive community experience, and that's what we are about over there. Excellent. Hey, Meg's here.
I just walked in, but sorry I haven't been here with Doug, and I've been listening to...
She's been listening, making sure that I tell you the right shit.
I think you're doing a fan-fucking-tastic job. I wanted to point out to you, Russ was asking, is this on Patreon? I'm thinking that Russ is asking about, like, where to submit a fan favorites request, like where to submit your fan favorites.
I think I was just answering that.
Oh, cool.
So sorry. It's through the Patreon. Yeah, they're all like, hey, it's the voice of Meg.
It's on Discord.
I know, I understand that, but you can't subscribe directly to the Discord. You subscribe to the Patreon, and then we get you access to our private Discord server, and that's where all of that happens. Arrow's got the link in there. Thank you there, Arrow. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let me remind you what we are up to this week. It is Slayer. We're doing Slayer, Raining Blood. Tomorrow, on Wednesday, it's a drum solo from Neil Peart. On Thursday, it's an anime and manga series called Chainsaw Man. And we're listening to one of the major songs called Kickback from that original soundtrack. And then we're finishing up with a true masterpiece. It is Pink Floyd's Goodbye Blue Sky. That's how we do that. And then we've got a council hangout on Saturday as well. This is our next to last council hangout of the year, the Council of Dougs. On the 16th of December, we'll have an all-tier Patreon hangout on that Saturday. And that'll be the last one of the year. And then on, I might as well tell you, Friday, we're planning this already, Friday, the last Friday of the entire year, Friday, December 29th, we're going to have an end-of-the-year YouTube live stream, and I think we'll have our end-of-the-year highlight reel to share with you at that time, and that'll be our last hurrah for 2023. So it's coming close, y'all. It's not too long. We only have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Sundays left in the year. Whew. Okay. Adam, have I ever considered reacting to classical music? Thank you for the question. I do have some videos that feature classical music, but they're not really reaction videos. They're more analysis videos. I'm teaching the pieces as I go with a score. And so we've got a few of those maybe on YouTube, but most of them are on the Patreon in our Behind the Score series. And I really enjoy doing those. Just the last one we did, we were looking at some kind of some basics, just the forms of the minor scale and embellishing tones, but we applied it then with some music from Bach and some music from Mozart. And excellent. Oh, Ray, sorry, the all-tier hangout is on Saturday the 16th, And the end of the year live stream on YouTube with the highlight reel will be on the 29th, December 29th. I think the times will be, the council chat will be at 4 as usual, and the live stream on the 29th will be 4:30 for our normal times, I think. Wonderful. Wonderful. I think. Goodbye, blue sky, indeed. Yeah, Guitar Channel. Yeah, Megan's has occasionally been off camera. They're used to you being kind of here and talking, but off camera a little bit.
I just got home. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's still. She's not quite camera ready.
Well, I've been out and about, so I'm kind of putting stuff away, and I'm popping my head in here when I can. So yeah, just getting shit organized. So I'm sorry I'm not on camera.
We gotta get. There is still time. If you would like a.
Also, you've got the keyboard, so I can't really come on.
That's
camera,
true. The
so.
keyboard's right here, so she can't really get close. What was I going to say? Daily Doug merch. If you want to get the Daily Doug fan in your family something lovely for Christmas, try our Daily Doug merch store. Megan is wearing our Happy Holidugs shirt.
I love this shirt.
It
so
is
much.
my head on top of
a snowman.
Snowman. And
it's a snow Doug.
yeah. I'm not wearing pants in that one either. How about that? But it says Happy Holidugs, and it says the Daily Doug. It's available in either red or green. All right, thank you, Heidi. Heidi said, I knew that you got one of those. She's got one of the Metal Mondays shirts.
Oh, nice.
Those are fun. Yeah, there's the Daily Doug mug, but you can get most of the designs in t-shirts, long sleeve t-shirts, sweatshirts, or hoodies. And those all work. All right,
Sound of white noise. Thank you so much for that. That's awesome.
Subscribing to Doug is cool. People should do that. Be like the sound of white noise, people. You just got to hit the subscribe button. I don't ask you to do that very often. People just hit subscribe if they want to subscribe, right?
Yeah, exactly. There's subscribing, and then there's also becoming a member of your YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. And so being a member is also very cool.
We've got all of those, Ray. Ray's reminding us of some stuff that has to be included in the highlights. Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Yep.
Hello, Claudio. Welcome. Thank you for being a subscriber and all of that.
Yes,
wonderful.
Thank you, Claudio. Wonderful.
Yeah, this is where all the cool people are. I don't know where,
This is the best community.
We got lots of room for more cool people, friends.
Indeed.
Well, should we try to get the tree and everything up?
I think we should.
And we should start decking our halls.
I think we should.
Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm also gonna put on some music. Like I said earlier, we got some great new vinyl selections from the Princeton Record Exchange. I love that store.
That store is the best.
It's not too far from us in Princeton. One of the best record stores I've ever been to.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great.
It's fantastic.
That's where last year I got my Miles Davis, and I got my Marillion, I remember, and my Steve Hackett. That's what I got last year on Small Business Saturday at the Princeton Record Exchange. So that's a yearly kind of pilgrimage.
I love Small Business Saturday. And don't forget that Giving Tuesday is coming up this coming Tuesday. So if you have, if there's a charity or an organization that's very close to your heart, that's a great day to give to them any amount or donation that you're able to would be wonderful.
Here's something else, before I leave y'all, here's something else that I'm thinking about. If I have time this in the next few weeks, I'm thinking about doing, how earlier this year I did Meditations, Volume 1? These were improvisations at the keyboard designed for meditating. And I did an hour's worth of piano music and released that via Aphoria Music, and I'm very proud of it. I'm thinking about doing a similar thing, but just with holiday tunes, kind of deconstructing them and doing some meditations on music for this time of year.
Beautiful.
And if I get a chance to put it together, I will for sure share it with all of you. If not, maybe I'll do it for next year. But it was just an idea that I had over the weekend. I thought, can I fit that in? Maybe. We'll see. It takes a little bit of time to do all that, but that's one thing that I thought of. Yeah, volume 2. That would be quite fun, wouldn't it?
I hope you can, Doug. I hope you can.
There you go.
Like you said, if not this year, then next year. But hopefully this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. Excellent. Ooh, VFD is saying that Cowboy Bebop soundtrack is available on vinyl.
Oh, that's awesome.
I was looking for some Dream Theater yesterday and didn't find any that I wanted. I was looking for more Marillion yesterday and I didn't find a title that I liked. They only had one there and it wasn't the one that I wanted. I almost bought like 4 or 5 more. But yeah, it's a wonderful store and it was great to be there. And I got a chance to see one of our Council of Doug's members. I hooked up with Bill, who was in town, and so we did some record shopping. It was wonderful. Excellent. All right, George. George recently joined the Council of Doug's. Rock and roll.
Oh, fantastic.
Come
Yay, George.
by our hangout, our Zoom hangout on Saturday, this coming Saturday. Yeah, Leffe, that's funny. Snow Angel Meditations, my 3rd album.
Oh, I love it.
That'll just be the background. If I put it on YouTube for streaming, we'll just have me doing a Snow Angel in the background. That's
like a looping Doug Snow
yeah.
Angel.
We'll just put some digital snow like in front of it. It'll be fine. Ha ha. Excellent. Thank you, Tong. I will. I think I remember the Coventry Carol. I will. I'll take a look at that. Excellent. Well, I think that I'm going to sign off and then get reset, and then I'll be with. I think I'll be with y'all for the music club coming up at the top of the hour over on our Discord. That'll be great. And just in case you're late here and you want to know a little bit of what's happening this week, one more time, we are doing Slayer, Raining Blood. It's going to rain blood on Monday, and we'll be fine. Wednesday, I am taking a look at a Neil Peart drum solo. This one is from 2004. On Thursday, we're taking a look at Kickback from the Chainsaw Man original soundtrack. And then we're finishing up on Friday with a classic from Pink Floyd. It's Goodbye Blue Sky from The Wall. And it's going to be great. So we will see you along the way. We will have premieres, at our normal time of 4:30. And we hope that we will see you along the way. So, awesome. Friends, I will see you soon. And I thank you for joining me. And Megan, thanks you for joining me.
Yeah, it's great to virtually, out of sight, sorry, be here with y'all. But I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. And we'll see you along the way. And Music Club members, I will see you soon over on Discord. Peace. Thanks, y'all. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Lots of love, everyone. Can you figure out how to turn it off now?
All the button moves. It is just never the same one.